All right, let's get started. Let's see. The multi-device stuff merged last week. What else? Working on Ethology to work with SeaStore. Chunmei is also working on that, and I'm working on the cache LRU. Zhuihan, I think I found the bug in lower bound, so that's the first bug, I think.
Okay,
What did you do to reproduce it, if I might ask?
I just run it and it
Yeah,
it crashes after 8 or 9 seconds.
makes sense. This one at least should be able to. Yeah, it should be able to make. It should be easy to make a unit test for this bug at least. So that'll be good.
Okay.
Um, there are probably other bugs in here that are unit testing. I'll try to do that. Um, that is it for me. Chunmei, how's it going?
Uh, I can use Shanghai's team's Gesolidate test environment currently and figure out how to build the Beam package for Crimson OSD. And from the Gesolidate switch log, I saw the SeaStore is start up and print out. And so Gesolidate report error is that the OSD metadata is not written to the var lab Ceph OSD this folder. So for the BlueStore, every metadata will write a copy to the to this folder, to this directory. So I just want to confirm with you, and so for SeaStore, we also need to support that feature, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Since the Ceph disk will separate a 100 megabytes partition for this folder, will mount.
That's how that works. Okay.
Yeah. So that will mount to this directory and save the OS metadata, and I think the deploy will check that folder. And
yeah, that's perfect.
So I will add the code to write that folder for the OSC metadata when called write metadata. Both write to the root block and the directory.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so that's all. Just doing the coding and the debug.
Yeah, for what it's worth, unless we run into something that's like a problem, we're pretty much just going to mimic BlueStore's file layout. Like, BlueStore does the same thing we do. We take a block device and format it specially.
We take the same partition, right? Like BlueStore.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so there is a 100 megabytes partition for this one.
Yeah, exactly. So we might as well do the same thing. We're going to have to do all the same stuff. We're still going to need tooling to be able to detect and mount SeaStore block devices. So we may as well use the same tricks BlueStore is using. That'll be the easiest thing.
I see. Just to make sure with you.
Yep. If we run into something that's like a problem, well, that's when we'll have to figure something out. But I don't think we will. I think it's going to be fine. All right. Greg? Greg, you there?
Sorry. Oh. Keep forgetting that it mutes me on entrance or something after previewing me as not muted. I'm trying to build enough interfaces that I can actually do like a separate PG reactor or something and feed into like 2 of them from one messenger and then into a single object store or, however many numbers we want so that I can do more interesting things than just that. But I need interfaces first that can speak the right kinds of primitives, so trying to make that happen.
I have the following opinion about that. Don't use the word reactor.
Okay. Sorry.
It's not a problem. I'm thinking ahead to needing to explain to people the difference between SeaStar's internal details.
Yes. Okay.
That is all. That is all I had there.
Okay.
That was my whole
that makes sense. Nope. Good thought.
That was the whole thing. All right, Zhuihan, how's it going?
Last week I was still trying to see how my implementation of the Sprite LFS strategy in SeaStore works. Uh, and at first I can run it smoothly, but I found that uh, the segment cleaner just didn't clean quickly enough to catch up with the actual writes. So uh, I increased the amount of data that the segment cleaner can reclaim during one GC cycle from 1 megabytes to 128 megabytes, and it came up with the bug we discussed yesterday.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and uh, I also there's also another issue that I met during the test. That is, we didn't handle uh, write v function call correctly when the actual extents we were trying to write
Yeah.
exceeds the IOV max threshold. So I submitted PR for it. That was all for me.
Cool. All right. Is there anything else? All right. Have a good week, y'all.
Have a good week, everybody.
You.